Phoenix. A year ago, Howie Roseman was asked about Michael Bennett in a different context. At that NFL annual meeting in Orlando, Bennett was a topic at the forefront of Eagles conversation, both because the Eagles surprisingly acquired him from the Seahawks for only a fifth-round pick and receiver Marcus Johnson, and because news had just recently broken of some troubling legal issues tied to Bennett. Monday, the conversation was much different. Times change quickly. Bennett played one season with the Eagles. The legal issues never amounted to anything of concern, and the 32-year-old produced one of the best pass-rushing seasons of any defensive end in the league in 2018. At points, he expressed his love for the Eagles and Philadelphia. He was an ideal fit next to Fletcher Cox on the defensive line. Now, he's gone. Roseman and the Eagles dealt him to the New England Patriots earlier this offseason in exchange for a 2020 fifth-round pick, essentially dumping him for a draft pick they won't even receive until next year. So, what happened? Roseman explained the logic at this year's NFL annual meeting at the Arizona Biltmore, which largely had to do with financial consideration after defensive end Brandon Graham signed a lucrative new contract. Plus, the Eagles had their eye on bringing Vinny Curry back into the fold when he was released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For us, when we looked at the decisions we had to make on the defensive line, a lot of money involved in those decisions when we resigned Brandon Graham and had an opportunity to get compensation for Michael and also add Vinny back, Roseman said. We just thought it was a good decision for us going forward. Bennett was second on the team with 9 sacks and also had 78 quarterback pressures, the most he's managed since 2015. Now, the Eagles will turn to a defensive end group of familiar faces, though with some question marks. First, both Graham and Chris Long are in their 30s, and Long has yet to decide if he even plans to play in 2019. Derek Barnett, a projected starter, missed most of last season after shoulder surgery. Josh Sweat, a 2017 fourth-round pick, was banged up as a rookie and barely played when he was healthy. Though, Roseman views newly signed defensive tackle Malik Jackson as a part replacement for Bennett, particularly as an inside pass rusher on third down, a role Bennett adeptly played at times last season. Still, Bennett was a consistent force on the Eagles' defense in the second half of the season, and he was just traded for a mere fifth-round pick. Cost of doing business, it seems, teams are forced to get rid of good players, Roseman said. The nature of game is you have to make these tough decisions, and Michael is part of that. Zach Rosenblatt may be reached at zrosenblatt@advancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at ZachBlatt. Find NJ.com on Facebook.